to my dear sister in heaven. I sit here and ponder very much. I'd like to talk with you today. There's so many things that we didn't get to say. I know how much you care for me, how much I care for you. Each time I think of you, I know you'll miss me too. Angel came and took you by the hand and said, your place was ready in heaven far above, and you had to leave behind all of those you dearly love. You had so much to finally say. You had so much to do. It still seems impossible that God was taking you. And though your life on earth was past, in heaven it starts anew. You live for all eternity, just as God has promised you. And though you walk through heaven's gates, we'll never be far apart. For every time I think of you, you're right here, deep within my heart.
One of my best memories as a child was her taking as many of us nieces and nephews, and there had to have been 15 to 17 of us probably, into her one-bedroom apartment for a slumber party. There were so many of us that our sleeping bags and pillows filled her bathtub and up to the ceiling. Now, this was a one-bedroom apartment, and that night she gave 1 million Superman rides, which was amazing. She was like the Disneyland aunt. She's the one that taught me how to play backgammon and sang the crazy songs like There Was a Bear, and the song that never ends. She was amazing. She also got to be part of my wedding. She made the most beautiful, like 4 or 5 tier cake with had to have been 65 to 70 little roses on it. It was beautiful. And she was always amazing, always funny, always laughing. Definitely no nonsense. You know, she told you how she felt. She was a beautiful person, and I'm going to miss her greatly.
Two most things I remember about Aunt Shag are her cow kisses. Always on guard for cow kisses, and her laughing. She was always laughing. Sometimes laughing until she cried. Just lots of laughter with Aunt Shag.
Aunt Shag, she's just one of a kind. She's always there for everybody. She's a mom to whoever needed a mom. She's just one of a kind, the best. And you know, her laugh was just so contagious and would just light up a room. So my fondest memories of Aunt Shag was when we were kids. We always had such a big family, and she always wanted to gather up all the kids and take them around at Christmas time and look at the Christmas lights on everybody's houses. She just loved that stuff. She's all about family all the time.
Shag, what can I say about her? We have been childhood friends. She was the best maid of honor at my wedding, and it was a good wedding because me and her both ended up pregnant at the same time. And when my son died, she was there for me to get me through it. And she let me borrow her son at times, which was born a week from the day of my son. And she always made my kids and grandkids feel special. She always brought them something. There's nothing more I can say. She was just an awesome friend.
I have my hilarious and sarcastic personality 100% due to the fact that I grew up in the Henderson house. Auntie Karol was the cause of this, and for that I will thank her with every one-liner I deliver. I couldn't have chosen a better second mother to be by me all of these years. Got you. Love, Tina.
Karol, my dear friend. She was unique, different, special type of person. A breath of fresh air. She had a heart of gold. No matter how busy or insane her life was, she always found the time to call or meet up for coffee and talk. When she walks into a room, a store, a restaurant, that room got a little bit brighter because she was in it. Her humor, her jokes could make you fall off your chair laughing and giggling, and tears running down your eyes. She loved with all her heart, It has been an honor and a blessing to be your friend. I love you. Thanks.
34 amazing years of friendship with Karol with a K was exciting, fun, crazy at times. I promise to tell the family and grandberries lost memories and stories to remember of you. Quality time we spent in the hospital overnight. I couldn't ask for anything more. I'm not saying goodbye. I just see you later when I see you. Meet me later in the pearly gates. Love you to the moon and back. Gotcha.
For my baby shower for my daughter Olivia, she made these cupcakes and she helped my mother-in-law Kelly make this beautiful baby carriage with a baby in it out of a watermelon and a bunch of fruit. It was a big hit. We're certainly going to miss you, Karol, and I love you so much.
I remember when I was 6 years old, Auntie Karol, I was really hungry for breakfast. I asked her to make waffles for me. She was like, "Of course, Olivia." And then once she was finished making the plain waffles, and she grabbed some syrup and she poured the syrup on top of the butter, and then it melted down like a little fountain. It was the best pancake I ever had in my life.
We enjoyed many, many talks about our faith, about God, about life, and her blueberry pancakes on Saturday morning. One of my favorite memories of her is when she found out my son Joshua really loved dinosaurs, and she made him a special cake for his 10th birthday and drove down to Mississauga to bring it for him and celebrate with us. We've kept in touch over the years, and my heart will always remember her fondly.
What a fun-filled, energetic woman she was. Who else would have danced in a restaurant's parking lot? Long story. She loved to laugh. Rest in peace, Karol.
Many years ago, I was at an event in Kitchener, and Karol decided she wanted to come out and join me for the day. It was such an amazing day with her and I, just the two of us bonding and chatting about so many different life things. And she gave me advice that I will forever hold near and dear to my heart, because it just changed so much for me, and it changed our relationship in the best way possible.
If I could describe Karol in one word, I would say she was radiant. Radiant means to send out light, to shine. And that's exactly who I feel Karol was to so many people. A light in the darkness. I've heard countless stories of her caring for people who needed some light in their life, and she was there. I remember my first meeting with her. She brought me right in for a hug and welcomed me into her family. That whole evening, we all shared Thanksgiving together. She was a beautiful, bright light and continued to be so every time we crossed paths. We love you, Karol. I'm sure you're as radiant as ever, healed and whole with our Heavenly Father.
What I love about Karol was you never had to wonder what she thought about you. She was so eager and ready to always just compliment people and point out the positive in them and just really let people know how much they meant to her. I don't think there was ever a visit that went by that she didn't tell me how much she loved me or compliment me. And she just did that for everyone around her, just constantly pouring into people. And I love that.
Karol was a beautiful example of unconditional love to those who needed it. Generosity, even if she did or did not have the means, and a mother to those that needed a mother. I shared many moments with her, and I will love her and miss her forever.
The first time I met Karol, I thought, I like this lady. I always greeted her as Karol with a K. She's got a great sense of humor. She's generous and caring, so easy to love. I was fortunate to have some time getting to know her. She will be remembered by her laughter and her sunny eyes.
Karol was truly someone special to me. She was such a warm and beautiful soul. She always welcomed me with a warm hug and an infectious smile. She always had a word of encouragement, a funny joke. She was an embodiment of love and a sense of family. She truly was a piece of home.
One of the best memories I have from my mom is her smitten giddiness that she would get whenever she would talk with me about how proud she was of us children and the people we have become.
Hi, coming. I love you so much.